welcome to the Longbox podcast, presented by Plus Waco Comics and Rogue Media Network.
Your bi-weekly info dump of all comics news.
Cowabunga, dudes.
Hey.
There's one, yeah.
The first Ninja Turtles we've had so far. Did you realize we didn't really celebrate a year? But
Has it been a year?
It's been over a year. It's been like a year and some change.
Like how much?
Our first episode aired in June, in 1st of June.
Oh, dang, for real?
So we're like a year and 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we got to do a giveaway. I have a whole thing of stuff to
For real?
give away. Yeah,
Okay,
because we were going to do that for like, I don't know, when we were promoting Plus Wacos, but I was like, man, let's wait till we do a year, so.
Yeah, man, it just kind of flew by.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we were kind of it was overshadowed by our trip to Brooklyn.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I didn't know.
I didn't know. I didn't keep track of
Yeah.
it. I just know we've been doing this for a while.
Wow.
Facebook helped me out again with the memories that popped up. I popped in. I was so excited for it. It was really tight. And then Andrew G was the first one to comment on there that congratulations guys. So that's tight. So that's really cool. So a year for us. Happy anniversary us.
Sure. Happy anniversary us.
Yeah. Let's. You want to get in some news?
Yeah, we can get into some news.
All right. What do you got?
Me? You're starting off with me.
Yeah.
You're forcing me. The only reason, listen guys, the only reason Joey is forcing me to go first is because we got here and Mondo was like, so we're going to kick off with some news. And Joey's like, shit.
Oh, man.
You played yourself, Joey.
Played yourself.
Anyways, first up, I think it's last time I didn't have anything I was excited for. That's a lie. The new Shazam comic starring Mary Marvel as Shazam.
What?
Is releasing August or September. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I
Mary
did not
Marvel-
know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Me either.
It's with Doc Shaner, Evan Doc Shaner.
Oh, that's
on
going to
art.
be awesome, man.
And who is Josie Campbell, the writer. I don't know what she's written, but
That sounds really familiar.
yeah. But I'm excited for that.
Wow.
Like, so Shazam, Billy Batson, the Shazam, has moved on to become, I guess, the Wizard now, the Wizard Shazam.
Oh, okay.
And they need a new hero to take on the mantle of Shazam, the regular Shazam. And Mary Marvel just happens to come back to Fawcett City and is bestowed the title of Shazam. But she's going to deal with people not welcoming her and thinking she's a fake hero or something, because she's a woman or a girl or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because, man, they really put her through the ringer
For real.
a few years ago, like through Final Crisis. Once again, my favorite comic, because Superman sings to save the universe. Remember that? No, she got corrupted by black magic, and I think she had taken on like Black Adam, some of Black Adam's power, and she became Black Mary, and she was one of the Furies for Darkseid. So she was on Darkseid's team for a little while. So, but this seems like a redemption story, and
Yes.
the art's gonna be phenomenal. I love Doc Shaner. He's such he's got such a classic style.
It's my first time hearing his name. What are some other books he's been on?
Adam Strange, we've mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Him and Mitch Gerard,
They switch back and forth.
More like the pop culture kind of books.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
So for Mary Marvel, is she just Mary Marvel and she takes on the name Shazam? Or
No,
is
yeah, she
now
becomes
the Avatar?
Shazam.
Heck yeah.
She's Shazam.
Did you see anything going on with the Black Adam book with his descendant?
I'm pretty sure we covered that.
Did we already?
We covered that like 3 episodes ago. But go ahead. If that's your news, let's go ahead. No,
that's not mine. That's not my news. But I found something that really excites me. But that's not it. Is it my turn?
Hold on.
Oh God.
That's no. It's not bad. No, yeah, I did see the Black Adam and his descendant thing, but we did cover it. Like the character Teth Adam is dying now, and he needs to pass his powers on to somebody.
yeah.
Or something.
Yeah,
So-
we did talk about that.
And I did see a preview of what the character looks like, and I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see that. I'm intrigued to read that story.
Okay. So he'll be taking over the Black Adam mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, so you think you're gonna cross paths? Probably, right?
I hope so.
Mary Marvel. Oh, it's the
the new
Shazam family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shazam fam. I used to love those books, man. What is it? Wiz Comics? Was it Wiz Comics? Yeah.
All right, Joey. So what do you have?
All right. So one of my most favorite franchises ever in the history of any kind of animation, the Avatar: The Last Airbender franchise. Nah, you better not say next, because that thing is perfect. It is untouchable. The writing, the character development, the animation, it is untouchable.
You talking about the one that was on Nickelodeon, right?
Yes.
That's a good show. I'm not gonna lie, I like that show. I like that show.
All right.
Untouchable.
I don't know about untouchable, but I'll allow
It
it.
is a pillar of storytelling and development that everybody can
You
take.
like the live action though, right? The live action.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he was
what?
like, "Shut up and take my money."
The what?
He was at the theaters. I'm in line. I'm first in line to get tickets. Like 6 months in advance.
I don't know what movie you guys are
Doesn't
referring
acknowledge
to.
that one.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. We don't. It's like some just static.
Sure.
Avatar Studios. So the creators of the Avatar franchise branched off and they created their own animation studio. And they announced that they're going to be making 3 different animated films that take place in different timelines of the Avatar franchise. So the first one is going to be a prequel to the events of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which that one might be covering the like the genocide of the Airbenders that happened before.
Oh yeah, because Aang's like the last one, right? Like he's supposed to be the last.
Yeah, he took off before that. The Fire Lord was like, you know what, the next Avatar is going to be in the air nomads. I'm going to kill them all, so we kill the Avatar. Yeah, so I hope that's a really dark story. And I was surprised like that was on Nickelodeon. I was like 10 or 11 whenever that show came on. So I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I remember some pretty dark parts in that show.
Yeah, like
for it being on there.
Like the monk that was surrounded by all those firebenders in the room, like a dozen of them. But anyway, the second one is going to be the sequel to Zuko. So Zuko was one of the fan favorite characters. He was the prince of the Fire Lord.
Yeah.
And so we're going to find... Well, I mean, he had comic books that we kind of explored what happened to his mother and all that. So I'm curious to see if this is going to be an adaptation or if it's just going to be a new story in some way, shape, or form. And the next one is going to be, or the final one is going to be a sequel to The Legend of Korra. Like Zuko, we had Korra sequel books that were really good. And the creators had their hand in those comics as well. So they were direct continuations of the story. So I don't know if we're going to be...
She had a show too, right?
Yeah.
Was that show brought on by like fans being like, we want a show about her? There was something, right?
I think so. I think it was a lot of fandom in because I don't think they had the intention of making a...
Right. She seemed like in Airbender, she didn't seem like a background character, but a lot of other characters were more emphasized, in their roles.
Oh, she wasn't in the Airbender because she's the next in line. Katara was...
that's who I'm thinking.
Yeah.
See, okay.
It's cool.
Okay.
It's cool. I got it all day.
Cool. Well, there you go.
But I'm excited for those because any Avatar I'm ready for. So that's my take on it. That's my news. So we'll be getting those in 2023 in the earliest.
Cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Mondo.
Okay, I got some comic news. It's kind of comic news, also movies. Marvel is developing a Wonder Man series with Shang-Chi director.
I saw that.
And the writer from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is Daniel Cretton. Daniel Cretton. So, Daniel Cretton is the director from Shang-Chi, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine writer is Andrew Guest. So they're going to collaborate on a series that will be on Disney Plus.
I saw a lot of pushing for in the comments on that one for Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, I think he was the original fan favorite when they first kind of thought of that idea, which I never knew why it got kind of brushed under the rug.
Yeah, I don't know why it was a big deal.
I love Wonder Man.
Why? What was the big deal?
Nathan Fillion as Wonder Man.
Because he was cast as Wonder Man in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Are you for real?
Oh, yes.
There's a movie poster
yes.
in one of the scenes that was cut out. It's Nathan Fillion pulling his glasses down as Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's at the end when they're in a locker room or something.
That's tight.
Yeah, that is right. I forgot all about that.
So it's going to be a Disney Plus, a Disney
series. Yeah.
I don't think Nathan Fillion is going to be
No.
I feel like I would have loved it. Yeah. If he were younger, I would have loved it if they did it when he was originally cast. But it's been a few years and Disney magic isn't that good.
But yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I think he would do a good job, but they're gonna cast somebody else because they have to push these stories forward with a new cast to keep like interest.
I think that's opening the doors too to a lot of things like West Coast Avengers and.
So for those that might not be familiar with Wonder Man and that are listening to this, can you guys give like a 30-second rundown?
He's a character in Marvel, was created back in the 70s, 60s, 70s?
The late 60s.
Yeah, Simon, I always forget his last name.
Williams. So
he's an actor, and he has these powers, well, they're not cosmic. Are they cosmic?
So Simon Williams is a scientist who is in direct competition with Stark Industries. All his shit gets bought out by Stark, leaves him penniless and broke. And so he goes on this vendetta against Tony Stark, who is Iron Man. He gets recruited by Ultron, and he becomes he goes under this experiment to get infused with ion energy. And so his body becomes indestructible and super strong. He's just bursting with energy now. He infiltrates the Avengers as a new Avenger, and he ultimately sacrifices himself to save the Avengers against the Masters of Evil, who he was a part of. And he seemingly died for a decade, 2 decades before they brought him back. And when they brought him back, he was like, well, can't be a scientist anymore. I'll go be a Hollywood actor. Comics are goofy, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's super strong. I really like his character, but I don't like the direction that they've sent him on. As a pacifist, he refuses to fight.
Why?
I guess his brain patterns are the original mapping for the Vision as well.
Oh, yeah.
When he was in a coma, Ultron copied Simon Williams' brain pattern and said, okay, I'm going to put you in the Vision's brain. Comics, what did I just say? Comics are goofy. So Wanda falls in love with the Vision. Simon Williams wakes up when he comes out of the coma and sees Wanda, and he falls in love with her. And she's torn because she kind of recognizes, oh, he reminds me so much of my husband. You know? And that's a whole other thing that keeps continuing on through comics.
People bought that book.
Yeah, man. You telling me you wouldn't buy it?
That's really close to furry stuff, man.
How is that really close to furry stuff?
That's a whole nother episode. We'll get there.
I like
Joey has a hang up with furries. I think secretly he wants to be a furry, but he can't. He can't come out to his parents because he's already disappointed them enough.
Like being a writer,
they can't take one more disappointment. You want to be a writer, and now what? A furry writer? Get the fuck out!
Oh my god,
that's not the case. I swear. I swear.
Sure. But yeah, so Wonder Man series, I think is going to be fun on Disney Plus. It sounds like, because I've read some of the articles too, that they're going to skewer in a comedic sense the MCU's version of Hollywood, and how all that goes about.
Yeah.
So
I think that would be really fun.
I could see him being in an audition or something for Captain America the movie, and then getting rejected. You just don't fit the part. But I'm a real life superhero.
Right, exactly.
So,
but yeah, I always liked them and him and Beast, their little buddy cop. Comics they used to have together. Beast, Hank McCoy.
They had a buddy cop kind of feel. They would be in books together. I think they even had a miniseries.
Yeah, I think at one time in the 90s. I think Mark Bagley drew it. But yeah, it's him and Beast.
One of the most recognizable images I have of Wonder Man was from the one of these old Marvel handbooks I used to get from the library, and he was in this blue ionic form, and he had this really bright red W on him. Was that a storyline where he was like that, or was that his power?
No, that's his power. But I mean, I think it's part of the storyline where he like broke free of his physical form.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, he looks human except for his eyes. They emit ion. So he's always wearing like shades because if you take them off, they just like have ionic energy coursing out of them. So,
do y'all know any notable books that he was in?
he was in the Avengers X-Men book when they created the Unity team.
Oh,
so it was Avengers.
He's in there's a good storyline he's in the Uncanny Avengers.
Uncanny Avengers, yeah.
With the new Legacy that came out a couple years ago, the Legacy line, Marvel's Legacy line, and that was pretty good. Him and Beast reconnect, and they on the Uncanny Avengers with like Quicksilver and some other characters, and they're like, I remember one comic they're like fighting the Juggernaut. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good little six. I think it's like a 6-issue kind of thing.
Tight.
And he had one where he was trying to destroy the Avengers because all he saw was them continuing fighting, like continuing the fighting, even though they think they're doing good. They're just a target to bring about more destruction. And he's a pacifist at this point.
Yeah.
And so his thinking is, if I get rid of the Avengers, then there won't be any more targets. Won't be any more bad guys to fight, to cause trouble.
If only.
Yeah, if only. So.
But yeah, so that'll be fun, especially with the director Shang-Chi. Ooh. And then the Brooklyn Nine-Nine writer. Of course, it's gonna be funny. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Have you guys been checking out Captain Marvel? Or not Captain Marvel,
Miss Marvel? I've only seen the first episode.
Same.
So, but it was fun.
Out.
It was fun.
I have not.
Yeah, it was really cool to see how they portrayed like Comic-Cons in the MCU.
Oh, they had those in there? That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't checked it out yet?
No,
Mono
not yet.
doesn't do anything, bro.
I would say. What does he do? No.
What do you do? What do you do?
That guy. What did they told me to ask you? Y'all hold me in that panel, bro.
We'll get you. We'll get to that.
Yeah. All right, I got one more piece of news, and Danny had some good thoughts because I was originally excited about it, but then in the other chat, DC's next Batman film reinvents the Dark Knight as an Aztec warrior battling Spanish invaders.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Which Danny made a good point in our other chat that we have, because I was actually, oh, that's cool, but then it's like, why wouldn't you feature actual Latin heroes?
Yeah, like DC has Latin heroes.
Yeah.
They have El Gaucho. Mm-hmm. They have Aztec. Kyle Rayner.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just, all they're doing is taking Batman and plucking him from whatever current situation and setting him in this other setting. Like,
yeah,
they're taking that character and like it's becoming a bit much.
It's becoming. Like, when I first saw that, I was just so disappointed. Like, I just another Batman feature. Like, you guys don't have any other characters. I understand it's the most marketable one, or it's the one that makes the most money, or whatever the case, but shit, there's Lego Batman movie that was awesome.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. There was that Ninja Batman movie that was, I mean, all right.
It was hit and miss.
Yeah.
Some of the scenes were good. Some of the scenes were bad.
Exactly. And I mean, I love a lot of the Batman stories they have come on out, but I love them because they came out, and I can love something else if they came out with it.
Yeah.
I would have loved a Kyle Rayner story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because I know he's been featured here and there. Like way back when in the even in the Superman animated series, he was the Green Lantern featured in there. But I don't know if we had any kind of prominence with Kyle Rayner whatsoever. And he's been an important character in the books for a long time now, almost 30 years, and nothing prominent yet.
You're trying to hold the brown people down, bro. That's all it is. You're trying to hold us down.
Batman and brown face, man.
Dang.
You're just trying to hold us down.
Which is kind of like the DC with the direction they're going is just like, are they just like, fuck it, let's just do whatever we want to do? Now they got this new musical coming out or whatever they're gonna do.
They have a musical?
Yeah, it's supposed to be what is it? The Joke Harley 2, or I don't even know. Something with Harley Quinn and the Joker and
Oh, you're talking about
Lady Gaga or something as.
Oh no, I think they're saying Lady Gaga might be cast as Harley Quinn in Joaquin Phoenix's Joker universe.
Yeah,
sequel.
and it's supposed to be like a musical.
Is it?
That's what they said.
I mean, I was almost gonna go watch Morbius, so I'll go watch that.
This is fun, guys. I don't know if y'all. I don't know if we're on video or not, but me watching these two go back and forth, like, really? No, I don't know.
It's because I get it. Like they announced these. Oh, we're gonna do this, and then it's something stupid. I don't even care about it.
Lady Gaga is in talks
Okay.
to play Harley Quinn in the Joker 2 movie, and it may be a musical based off Martin Scorsese's musical starring Robert De Niro and Barbara Streisand, I think. And I can see it. Like I've had time to digest it.
Okay.
And I think I said originally, like, if it were Matt Reeves as Batman, whatever, then Lady Gaga would make a perfect Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
But this is the Joker. So in that universe, I could see her as Harley Quinn. And I could see it as a musical, but it's all playing out in Harley Quinn's mind. Like, you do the whole movie. You do the whole movie as a musical, whatever. And then, like, the reveal at the end is that it's all been in her mind, and it's all to mask this horrible shit that they've been pulling off throughout the movie.
Yeah.
You know?
That could be true.
So I could see that. Am I excited for it? No.
Yeah.
But I could see the path that they're going and the potential that the movie may bring about. So
Man, that's wild.
I'd be excited for it.
Yeah. So.
It'll definitely be a interesting take. I mean, a fun, like, I like some movies that are like, there's that one show that's called something Playlist about that girl who's in like a coma. She wakes up and then she just hears music. Her life is like a soundtrack.
Nice.
That's pretty fun.
See, I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. It wasn't necessary, but I enjoyed it. It was a good movie to me.
What's wrong with you?
What?
What's wrong with you?
It happens. Like,
I enjoyed it.
I did.
Go watch The King of Comedy there, or go watch Taxi Driver. That's all it
I
is.
haven't seen either of those movies.
A guy, it's one bad
When
day.
we come back to break, I'm all beat up and shit.
Yeah. On that note, let's break. Let's break right here. I'm about to break Joey's legs.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach,
And I'm Mike.
and we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros, Foes, Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded one-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that one-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that one-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a 1-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.
Welcome back to the Longbox podcast, sponsored by Long Ass Coat. Long Ass Coat. When you go to the movies, sneak in a whole ass meal in your long ass coat. You can find those at Kmart. Remember Kmart?
Have y'all been seeing those memes for Obi-Wan, where like this was an actual scene in the series?
No.
Like he actually smuggled Leia with a long ass coat.
Really?
Yeah, like, he was walking with her like side by side. And
Wow.
with a long ass coat.
You couldn't tell a whole ass human.
Wow.
It was just like it's the tumor.
They
It's
got
just the
those
tumor
big
one.
ass helmets on, you know.
See,
okay.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you can sneak a person in. Of course, you can sneak in a 3-course meal.
Long ass coat.
Don't pay $30 for popcorn and a soda at the movie theater with long ass coat. You can sneak in a bucket of chicken, 4 drinks, and 3 sides.
Shit.
We need real sponsors. All right, we're gonna hop into what we read. All right, who's going up first?
I'll go first because
Okay.
it's real short. Nothing.
Nothing.
So
Oh, blasphemy!
Oh,
Nothing at all.
nothing, man.
Have you watched anything? Like any series or anything?
No, man.
Okay.
Literally got back and went straight to work and
Hey,
Yeah.
You know it's close to nothing? That new Batman series the CW announced.
Gotham Knights?
Yeah.
I guess whatever it's called.
the one with his son?
Yeah.
They CW'd so hard on that.
That looks awful.
It
I
does.
saw the trailer for it.
That's what I watched the trailer for that.
So if you read nothing,
Bad review for
just
the
the
trailer.
Fuck, I fucked it up. Never
It's-
mind.
Yeah.
I thought I was going in on
Equates.
it.
That show equates to what I read.
Nothing. Danny, what'd you read?
I actually read Dark Crisis #1. I picked it up. I figured why not. So it's the first issue. I think it's 6 issues long, and it happens after the death of the Justice League, and now the world is mourning, and we're on a path to an ultimate confrontation between good and evil, dark and light. And they make reference to it so many times. And I'm thinking, if this is the road, what the hell was the road to Dark Crisis? And what the hell was the free comic book day offering from DC called
What?
Dark Crisis? Like, you're telling the same story over and over and over again. They're like restarting.
So this book, it doesn't even have what was Free Comic Book Day. It's like completely different, starting off as.
Well, it kind of tells it in a different narrative.
Oh, okay.
So
Which is still like, why?
yeah, it's like, man,
They
I already
got
got
you, bro.
They-
They made you pay for it still.
Well, no, there is a redeeming thing. Like, I would have paid for this no matter what. They
Okay.
kill Beast Boy. So that's a plus in my book. Like, get that fucker out of here. I hate the shit out of that character. In every iteration, in Teen Titans Go,
Wow.
Young Justice, comics, wherever Beast Boy is, shoot him. Please shoot him.
What did he do to you?
He's just a trash character.
The Changeling, bro. The
Why?
Changeling.
What's so bad about him?
He's awful.
Why?
So it's probably skewed by his representation in the cartoons.
How so?
So in Teen Titans was probably his best representation. He seemed like very empathetic towards his teammates, and he was always there. He made jokes and he tried to be the funny one, but he was also kind of serious when he needed to be. And so that was probably the best representation. Teen Titans Go completely ruined him.
It's Teen Titans Go.
But
No, that's a good show, dude.
no, I'm not saying Teen Titans Go is
No,
bad.
but I'm saying he's saying like he was like, "What's Teen Titans Go? What do you
yeah.
expect?" Like, no, that's a good show.
But his characterization in it is bad.
Yeah.
He speaks with just the worst broken English, and you know he's a white kid, right?
Yeah.
And he's speaking with broken English. Get the fuck out of here.
And he's a vegetarian.
And he's a vegetarian. Fuck that shit.
Hold up. Wait,
But then,
what did they do?
then, and vegetarians, they know what they did.
They're vegetarians.
They know,
bro.
they know exactly what they did. How dare you try to look down on me for eating meat?
So some
Meat is
secret
delicious.
vegetarian war I don't know about.
But then in Young Justice, they promote him to the leader of his own group of heroes.
Oh yeah, I watched some of that.
But then he also like gets falls into a deep depression and becomes a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that.
Don't we all?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not saying I'm not arguing against depression because it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they portrayed him, he's just like, because not only is he depressed, but he's also an asshole.
He's so self-loathing.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
Oh, we know a couple people like that. Damn, man. I hope y'all get better. Beast Boy, I hope he gets better too, man, because that doesn't sound good.
He sounds like he's on his way to recovery, but still,
Yeah.
I really don't need him.
I can get that. Yeah.
He's one of my favorite characters. He was so fun to watch, especially whenever he went onto the alien planet and he became the alien, like the alien animals over there. That was tight.
One interaction does not salvage his entire arc.
I tried. Is that all you read?
Try harder.
Dark Crisis?
Dark Crisis #1. I mean, it looks like it's leading into a bigger story because it also has the John Kent Superman. So, the Justice League is dead. The John Kent Superman takes it upon himself because he's got.
Is he trying to go around and gathering the team?
Yeah, he's trying to.
Oh, I read that one.
He's trying to create a new Justice League.
Yeah.
And like he gets shot down by the Luke Fox Batman and the Yara Flor Wonder Girl. Black Adam tells him, "You're not ready for this, son of Kal-El." And honestly, who should be leading this new team. And it does make sense. The natural, when Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are all gone, the next person up should be Nightwing. But he's busy with Titans Academy, and unbeknownst to them, they're about to get ambushed by like every single heavy hitting villain in the DC universe. So, I mean, like I said, it's a slow build, and it seems like the same story we've already read twice over. But I guess I'll keep reading it because I'm already invested in it. So, but yeah, that's what I read.
Tight. I actually read these two books that I picked up on our trip in Brooklyn this past weekend. The first one up is Tuskegee Heirs. Let me grab it real quick.
I don't know why you just didn't hold them in your lap.
That's a good idea.
You put them on the table way over there.
I know. They were closer up here, like in the mirrors, like they're objects. Fuck it.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but if you look right here in between us,
shit, there's a table.
There's a literal table.
Whoa.
You could have put them there.
Damn.
Don't you know this tables is for chanclas, bro?
Shit. I got manners, bro. First one I got, Tuskegee Heirs from Marcus Williams and Greg Burnham. I met this guy over at the Brooklyn Comic Con, and I thought he was Marcus Williams, but he was not Marcus Williams. But it was even cooler because it's Greg Burnham, and he was a really cool guy.
And what does Greg Burnham do so that people know?
Sorry. Greg Burnham is a writer.
A writer. That's why Joey thinks he's cool. He's a writer.
Oh, no. I mean, it was maybe.
Yeah.
He's a writer, and he writes children's books, but he also created this really cool series called Tuskegee Heirs. And what it is it takes on this futuristic generation of kids that are recruited into this aviation kind of academy, if you will. And it's like a secret mech story. So, the Japanese trope of putting teenagers into high-powered machines. This is that story. and it tells a kind of a retelling and a continuation of the history of the Tuskegee Heirs that actually happened here in the United States.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Sorry, I was reading the book. And it's a really tight story. So I got volume 1 when I picked up there, and I'm definitely going to pick up 2 and 3 whenever I get it. But the art from Marcus Williams is really cool. I've been following his work for a long time, ever since he made this Legend of Abioya. I think it was fan continuation of Avatar, The Last Airbender. So this book was really cool. A lot of action in there. It reads like a manga. It's exciting. It's a real good page turner. Everything is really formatted very well. It's a really exciting book. The next one I grabbed was Isnana the Were-Spider by Greg Anderson-Eyesée, if I'm saying his last name correctly.
Is he?
This one right here. So Greg's story of becoming a writer and his inspirations for it was really cool. His story was that, you can kind of go anywhere and you ask somebody about Zeus and Odin and all that,
Right.
and they'd be able to tell you right off the bat who and what they were. But he had mentioned that, because he's Haitian, and he had mentioned that, if you mention any of the African gods, no one's going to know their story.
Right.
And so Isnana right here is the son of Anansi, the god of stories. So if you guys remember Anansi, the spider in African mythology. And so this story is the son of Anansi coming into our dimension or our realm to capture or fight gods and evils that are making it out of their realm onto Earth. And so the art's really cool. It's a really awesome book. It's formatted really, really cool. And this was the volume 1, and it collects, I think it's one story through and through. I don't remember if it was issue 1, issue 2, but it's a really tight story.
Yeah, man, he was really cool. He was on one of the panels.
Yeah, they were really awesome.
And that's what he was saying, that there wasn't enough people. There's only 2 mythologies that people kind of really pay attention to.
Yeah.
And, they're mostly because of comics, Thor and Hercules and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Man, the art's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know the name of the art, so it's right there in the book. But Marcus Williams and Greg Burnham from Tuskegee Heirs were actually, if you guys remember, we had talked in an earlier episode about the Milestone Initiative from DC Comics. Those 2 guys actually made it in. Marcus Williams made it in for the artwork, and Greg Burnham made it in for the writer's portion. And we asked them a little bit about it, their experience, and hopefully one day we can get them in on a video call or get them even here. Maybe here in the studio one day.
Yeah, for sure.
We have to back them at the $10,000 Kickstarter.
Fly them out.
Fly them out. They come out to us.
Hey man, it might work.
Crash on our couch.
or a free Zoom call, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, that's what I read, and this is really cool books. Like this is my first time going to a con. Like, no disrespect to any writers or creators that we've met in the past before, but these are the first times that I've gotten a pair of books or any books from a con that I was genuinely impressed and excited with. It's like, holy crap! Like, I want to make something that grabs my attention like this. This was tight.
Again, no offense, guys, because Joey's only been to 3 cons.
Yeah, 3 conventions. This is
only like 3 or 4 as a creator.
Only like 3 cons. He's still new to this, so he hasn't met a lot of creators. Like, you notice he's not even excited about us anymore. He's like, you guys are old news.
It's a lie.
But I think his introduction into conventions have been good because, I mean, imagine if we would have went into like a bigger New York con or like California. You might have seemed overwhelmed by all the creators, man. Like,
I have, man.
This is, first we're doing these local cons where people are like trying to get their art out there and their fan art and stuff, which is great. Then you go to more creator cons that are like more centric to like people who are telling stories, and then you have cons where guys already have like 9 issues out or 10 issues out. So it's good, man.
Man, I'm excited. Grabbing these books made me excited for our stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really got the fire under me.
Yeah. I also picked up the Tuskegee Heirs book, but Joey had my copy for like a week because I packed it in his bag and forgot to grab it when we landed at the airport.
It's all good.
It's like, oh man, I forgot my book. So I'm gonna check it out. I've been following Marcus Williams' work for a while now. I really like his Swaptober.
Man, I did not realize that was him.
Yeah.
Until you said it when we were over there.
He does
Yeah.
Swaptober. So every October, there's always like these drawing challenges. There's like Inktober, Battober, just anything. I think I've seen a Ninja Turtle. There's Spooktober.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtle
You can't do
Tober.
Spooktober. Can't do that one.
It's copyrighted?
It's copyrighted.
Oh, dang.
I don't work your pumpkin face.
Pumpkin face.
But he does Swaptober, where he takes heroes
Yeah.
of one gender and redraws them as the opposite gender.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's really neat.
Yeah.
So he's go check him out on Instagram and follow his work. He's got good stuff, man.
He's got a real distinct style too, and he always does a lot of fan art. Like he's really.
Oh, he
active.
does a lot of Nubias too. The Black Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
Nubias. Yeah. So
He does a lot of the Dragon Ball Z fan art too. So I always
Stop.
see.
why you gotta ruin it? Why you fucking ruin it? We're on a fucking roll. We're on a goddamn roll. In Dragon Ball Z.
It's like Joey tried to get us to watch that Dragon Ball Z movie at the hotel.
For real.
Y'all lying.
It's like, yo, it's on. Yo, put it on, bro. Put it on.
Put on his Goku pajamas.
Right?
Like, bro, what are you doing?
What's happening right now, Joseph? Why is your hair all spiked up and yellow?
So fast. Wow.
Oh man, y'all are tripping. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I swear.
Oh, man.
I don't acknowledge that one, man. But no, is it time for us to segue into the trip?
I think it's time for us to break.
Break? All right.
Yeah. And then we'll get back into the trip.
Got it. Sounds
All right.
good.
So we're breaking right here.
We'll be back.
Hey y'all, I'm April,
Hi, I'm Caroline.
and we have a new podcast for you. What's it called, Caroline?
Bloody Happy Hour.
It's going to be your new favorite guilty pleasure. We're going to talk about some bloody stuff. Serial killers, true crime,
Rape.
rapists. Why not join us? We'll have a good time.
You literally never know. I don't know what I'm going to say. Bloody Happy Hour. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
What are we doing here, Rusty? What are we gonna do?
Yep, we're doing the King of the Hill rewatch podcast.
King of the Hill
Yes, sir.
rewatch podcast. Yeah, so we're gonna go through one episode at a time. Come along for the ride with us,
Come check it out.
and give me a good like Dale Gribble quote to go out on. Wingo.
Yeah, Wingo.
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 All right. Well, join us for the King of the Hill rewatch podcast.
Deep in the heart of Texas, that drinks his brew and he spits his chew. Deep in the heart of Texas, the TV blares but no one cares. Deep in the heart of Texas, here we go.
And we're back to the Longbox podcast.
Yeah, we are back. We only had one sponsor today.
Long ass coat.
Long ass coat. Yeah.
Thank you, long ass coat.
Long enough for 2 sponsor spots.
Hey.
Hey.
We gotta sponsor that.
So we mentioned it, kind of, you heard us talking about it, but we just got back from Brooklyn Comic Con.
Brooklyn is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to, guys, talk about the experience.
You've never heard that?
I might have, but
That's a notorious B.I.G. Is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt?
that's
On the with cloud, all you rappers yak about. Yeah.
yeah, that's tight.
Learn your hip hop history,
Yes, sir.
Joseph.
Yes, sir.
You need to go learn your hip hop history. You need to learn your cinematic history. You need to learn your comics history. Like, there's so much history you need to learn.
He was too busy working 2 jobs.
Give me
During
a
his
fucking
childhood.
degree by the end of this.
Working the
You
salt
should.
mine.
You should have a degree by the end of this.
But nah, Mondo, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying we're just going to talk about the trip and
Yeah.
what we expected, what we
just
experienced.
got back from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
what
did.
we experienced, what were the highlights, were some funny moments. So, wants to go. What Joey? What were you expecting?
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I never been to New York before, and I've never traveled for something that wasn't skating related, like sports related.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, this felt similar because like we were going there for business. Like we weren't going there for like a
vacation or
for
anything.
vacation. It was go there and do our job, and it was like a small surreal moment whenever I realized like that's what we were doing. Like, fuck, man, we're going there to network, meet new people, sell some books. We're going to New York for a book that we made. That is so cool. No matter how big or small this con is, that's what we did. And it's so cool to think that, that we're really early on this journey. And by the end of the trip, I was like, man, this is what I want to do.
That's what threw me off, because I took it as that, when they're like, oh, we're going to fly y'all out and stuff. I took it as like, oh, they wanted to fill spots with like more comic stuff. Like they maybe have too many cosplayers, or they maybe have. But when we got there, we were very well received as like people were, anxious to get to our table and see what we were about. So that was a shock for me, because most cons here in Texas, they kind of center around like, voice actors or
celebrities in quotes.
Heavy
right.
anime.
And then, and so the art is strictly, anime or manga driven.
And they call themselves comic cons, and like it's not really a comic con at this point. You're not focused on comics. You're not focused on comic book creators. You're barely focused on the IPs of comics. You're pushing like these celebrities and anime and manga and everything. And manga are comics. And if they did, but I see more anime than I see manga.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I'd be okay with, like pop culture cons. I'll support those all day. That's great. I still love that stuff. But there needs to be, a difference between, really pushing creators and comics that are, making these things happen, making these shows happen, making these movies happen. Sure. And this show Brooklyn was a very leveled experience of both.
It was very leveled.
I will say that in some cons here in Texas that were labeled Comic-Con, and I don't want to say which one's which, but us as being a comic book team, I have felt out of place at certain cons that are labeled Comic-Con, because they were so heavily anime oriented and all that, and just not only what was presented, but the fan base that was there.
Yeah.
Here at this con did not feel that way. There was a lot of anime folks there, but there were people dressed up in those Thor guys, the guy that dressed up like the Thing.
Venom,
the little baby Moon Knight,
like the 6-year-old, 7-year-old. That dude, and he had the poses down too. He wasn't Moon Knight; he was Mr. Knight.
Oh yeah, Mr. Knight.
Oh, so he had the suit and stuff.
Yeah. Did you not see him?
No, I didn't see him. Oh man,
dude, he came up to the table. I was like, "Yo, can I get a picture?" And he was like, "Sure." And he's like,
fixing his tie.
And then he turned around and somebody, "Can I get a picture?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was fixing his cufflinks and everything.
That's
like he was posing. It was perfect, bro.
Wow.
No, man, this was a really, really awesome con. It was a really cool experience.
Yeah, it was great, man. Even like the panels that we did, like they actually got people that like were in journalism or like, you know, were in media to come out and, film and ask us questions that weren't like, who would win between Power Ranger and Ninja Turtle, or it's are you excited?
Those are usually audience questions.
Yeah,
I like those.
Yeah, well, those are fun from the audience.
You can be like, neither, shut up, sit down.
Right, right, and they're fun when they're from the audience. But when you expect to go to a panel to talk about your books and you have those questions. But they were actually really driving, like, what kind of diversity are you pushing, or why is it important for you, you guys to be creative? What's your process? Like, that was really refreshing too.
Oh, Mondo was on that diversity panel. We got to sit in on that and answer questions.
Oh man, that was really wonderful, because you had different cultures being represented. Ours, we talked about how we were kind of representing everybody that's being underrepresented. And then you had like, Marcus and Greg that were doing their African American. You had, what's his name, that was doing the Boricueña book.
Yeah, La Borinquen.
Yeah, and so it was like
Borinqueña.
Yeah, Boricueña. And so it's like
the Bayani dude.
Yeah, Bayani dude too. For the Filipino community. So everybody got their little taste, and we're talking about, oh yeah, I'm going through the same stuff, and it's, just with our culture, it's different because here, we value, and it was just really great. It was really cool. So
that's awesome.
Nice. Yeah. And then after that, I met Phil Lamar. He was eating his lunch afterwards. The guy that, Yeah, I was like, oh, that's him. Should I talk to him? I was like, no,
Did he talk to you as John Stewart? Get out of my face.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I wanted him to like tell me to beat it in a voice, but nah, he was really nice. And he was only charging like $20 at his table for selfies.
I mean, it's a small con. It was a small con. It's what, their third year, fourth year?
Third year, yeah.
So I mean, I'd give him a discount too.
And I think normally because his interactions were definitely just very genuine with all the fans and stuff. I'm not used to that because cons have to make their money too. That is a thing. They have to pay these celebrities. Right. They have to the people that they are flying out or whatever. They have to cover those. But for him to be just like, and I don't know if he's local there or not, but for him to be like, oh yeah, I'll just charge $20 for a selfie or like $40 for a sign. When you're looking at some voice actors that are charging $200 for a selfie, or you have to go through that Cameo app to do it. Like
Power Ranger charging $60 for a fucking washed down signature.
Talking about the guy that got caught for embezzling, the Red Ranger.
Yeah,
that's why, bro. He's embezzling people.
He's got to make that money back.
But yeah, that's another thing too.
Joey got took on that one.
But that was another thing too, is that the local.
There was a lot of locals there.
Yeah, the local talent was a lot different.
It is New York.
It is New York.
Yeah. So.
Which was one of my favorite things. There's where we were staying at in Brooklyn was the culture was beautiful. The art, it was an art district. Like there was literally murals on every building. There was vendors that were painting and selling stuff, and man, it was very inspiring creatively.
We were like right off of Broadway and Grand Avenue. Mm-hmm. So it was a nice little area. Yeah. It was a nice little pocket of Borincans.
Yeah, Danny was right at home.
I was at home.
Made a little Puerto Rico.
we started driving in, and I started seeing flags everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Did we like miss a flight and end up in Puerto Rico? What's happening?
Right? A dude wearing a Puerto Rico jersey. There was a dude wearing a Puerto Rican flag cape. Man.
Yeah, bro.
They had Puerto Rican flags on the hoods of their cars.
Yeah.
Any other time I would have been like, yeah, these are just Puerto Ricans. But it just happened to be the weekend of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. So I guess they were getting ready. I'm sure if we went back today, they'd still have their flags.
Yeah, right. their car hood flags and stuff.
I told these guys, look, you let me know, I'll get y'all both jerseys, Puerto Rican jerseys. Hey. And they were like, no, we're good.
Oh, man, it was
haters.
We were in a really cool spot, and we set up Friday night whenever we got there. We forgot the damn the banner.
Oh, the banner.
Oh, the pop-up banner.
Yeah, we forgot the banner in Danny's car in the airport. So we have it still. For anyone freaking out about it, that one person's like, no.
Yeah, dude jacked our table. We got up there and like, yo, where's our stuff at?
I'm glad, you know what? I was telling Christina, like, I'm glad Joey handled this.
Yeah.
Because I'd have thrown all his shit on the floor.
Bro.
I don't care how he got his table. Like, my tablecloth was on the table.
Right, bro. Like, how did you not know the tablecloth, like, only red tablecloth? That wasn't, because they had specific ones, but they were the kind that wrap around the leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this dude just straight up jacked our table. Like, maybe he tried to explain, oh, well, somebody took the table.
No, he was like, yeah, they told us to set up. He told us to set up here. I was like, bro, they did not tell you to set up there. I mean, but it ended up better because we got on the red carpet. Yeah. So we had like a red carpet to our table, which was pretty cool.
And we put ourselves there.
I was heated. I was so heated. Yeah. I was like, I cannot believe. And I was like, texting Christina, I was like, Joey is handling it. He's being way too diplomatic for it. Had it been me, I'd have thrown this shit all over the floor. Like, we probably would have gotten kicked out.
God dang, on the flight home.
But then Mondo went and jacked a table from the other side of the con where nobody was paying attention. He like, we look down the hallway, and here comes Mondo with the table and 2 chairs. Hurry up, guys. Come on.
Yeah, man. Because I felt like I asked like 5 people. And I know, like, let me say this.
No, you asked people, and they did bring tables, but they brought them for like everybody else, and they set up a separate like artist alley area.
And so like, and it's nothing bad against it because, man,
they were trying. Yeah,
this con was completely different. Like, they had a whole bar service on the con floor.
Yes.
Like, you could just go get whiskeys and beers. Like, it was crazy. They had food vendors outside because, New York York is different.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, there were people walking around drinking and having a great time. So they were dealing with all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't like they were like, but it was just a lot going on.
Yeah, they weren't neglecting us.
So there was this one
They
table.
just had their hands really
and I was
full.
like, dang, who is it? Somebody's. I was like, man, fuck it. Let me just get this. Like, and I was like, hey guys, hurry up, set it up, put our tablecloth on it.
And then Joey said, fuck it. We're getting right by the red carpet. He like set us up by the
bro.
red carpet, and then we put our tablecloth on, and we were like the main attraction. People kept walking up to us like,
Yeah.
oh, are you guys this? And like,
We were like, yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
are you guys the judges for the?
like, no, we're the cosplay judges.
go,
Like,
there you
no, we're not, but we will judge you.
Man, that was so crazy.
Oh man.
That was funny.
And then so then from there, the first day was, man, that was really cool. We had a lot of the comic cosplay people that Thing, the Thors, that Moon Knight.
There was a Psylocke.
Yeah.
There was a feudal Japan Black Panther.
Yeah.
That dude was cool.
The Psylocke, I think they're part of I was sat in on their panel before mine started doing it. They're called the New York Avengers, and you guys should follow them. They're a cosplay group that just go around and travel, visit sick kids.
They had a Matt Murdock.
Yeah, they had the Matt.
Well,
that
he
dude looked
really
straight.
looked
Looked
He
like
looked
Danny
like
Cox.
yeah,
Charlie
he looked like
Cox.
Charlie Cox.
Yes.
Yeah,
Boy, that was wild.
Man, he did. Because we went out, they had the after party afterwards, and he was out there. I was like, dang, this dude looks straight like Charlie Cox in a
it was
warehouse.
a fucking lie though. He could see.
Yeah. Not convincing enough.
Yeah. If you're really about it, blind yourself, bro.
Yeah, but we had pizza. New York pizza was good.
Oh, Joey. We didn't know what time the con started.
Yeah.
And they told us the doors opened at 12.
Right.
And I forget that usually they have a VIP hour before.
Yeah.
And so the doors opened at 12. We're sitting there like nobody. It's like crickets. There's maybe one or two people walking around that isn't a vendor. Joey's like, man, I'm hungry. You guys hungry? I could go for a slice of pizza. I'm like, all right, man, go get you some pizza. He finds a restaurant, a pizza place right around the corner from us. And right as soon as he leaves is like at 1 o'clock when the VIP hour's over and everybody starts coming in. Like he goes out the backside. Like there's like nobody here. And then like he's coming back with the pizza. Like, bro, the line is around the block. Like what?
Yeah, bro. And like people just like, what do y'all got? And we're like, well, we're the artists. And,
trying to explain it to you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the writer, he like took off because he likes to have fun at these things.
I'm never gonna hear the end of this shit, man.
Hell no, dude. But yeah, so that was cool. We vibed that Saturday, and then last night they had the after party, which was like, leave it to this guy to find a pair of skates. It was like the after party was in a warehouse, and it was
a
like
skate park.
a skate park,
yeah.
skate park warehouse thing.
Well, so I pushed Joey to get skates, but he wasn't biting until he saw A-Train.
A-Train.
He saw A-Train on skates. The next thing I know, Joey vanished. I'm like, where the fuck did Joey go? I'm there with like my drink in my hand. And the next thing I see, here comes Joey on some roller skates. Like, what? It's on now, A-Train.
Dude, I just remember I was lit, bro. Because that girl gave me all that tequila in that cup. I don't know what she was on, but she was just like,
bro, both bartenders.
Fuck New York bartenders, man.
They're like on something.
yeah, they were tweaking. They were like, what do you want?
Like we did not have a good pair.
The one
I did. I got faded.
Yeah, no. The one that Mono got. Yeah. The one at the Comic Con.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Joey were interacting with her.
Oh, yeah.
And she kept like, oh, we're out of that. And Joey's like, you mean this? Like pointing out the bottle. He asked for Jack and Coke, and she's like, oh, I don't have Jack. And there's like literally a bottle in front of her.
Oh, man.
And then I asked for Captain Morgan.
She's beforehand. She was like, "We have Captain Morgan."
Yeah, she goes, "We have Captain Morgan." She holds up the bottle. We have Captain Morgan and we have Malibu. I'm like, all right, I'll take Captain Morgan. She turns for a second to get the ice in the cups, and he turns back. Oh, we're out of Captain Morgan. Like, you literally just held up a bottle full of Captain Morgan. She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Dang.
She's like shaking and everything.
Bro.
She's like either coming off of something or just like it's about to kick in.
Bro, so I was tripping because Joey was racing and he was like taking pictures with this dude, and I was like, I was lit. I didn't know who it was. I was like, why is this dude? Why is this got the Avengers on his on his skate suit. I was like, Joey, is that dude like a skater? What's it? He's like, dude, that's A-Train. I was like,
From The Boys. If you haven't watched The Boys,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
A-Train from The Boys.
So
Yeah.
I was like losing because I was trying to figure out this whole time, like, did Joey meet his like idol, this skating idol that I don't know about? But
No, it's cool. Like
It's hauling ass.
no, it's what's really tight about being like who I know with the skating world is that like you're really close to other people. So anytime you go to anywhere else that has like any kind of skating, you usually can mention like Gypsy's name or something like that, and they know it. So like they usually charge like $25 for to skate that night, and he didn't charge me anything.
hey,
Yeah, so it was really tight. So shout out to that guy.
Name dropper.
God,
God.
what a
Tight.
name,
Way to go, Joey.
Tight,
you know, here
tight.
dropping. Do you know Gypsy Lucas? Yeah, I'm one of her proteges.
It kind of helps out. No, yeah. Oh, I learned a lesson at this con. Look at me right here. For
Oh
those in the
gosh, here we
video.
go.
Here we
What's his
go.
lesson?
Do not ever come to us and trying to buy a comic book from us with cryptos. Do not ask us about NFTs. We're not
yeah.
making them. Do not talk about how much money you're making and how much your investments you're making if you're not willing to buy a $15 book with real money. Real money.
Dang, he
okay?
shook us, bro. I was excited.
Like
too.
you can have $300,000 in crypto dollars, but guess what I've got? I've got 15 of your real
Yeah,
dollars.
that's right.
That's
yeah.
right. Like
Your play 300,000 in play money.
Play money, Monopoly money.
that kind of ran me hot. Like, I don't know, man. Just whatever. It is what it is. But just don't do it. All right, just don't
Just don't do it.
just don't do it. We're trying to make a living from this stuff.
That was my fault, man. I was trying to. It was Sunday. I was like, okay, we need to make a sale. Let me sell.
Well,
it. And
I
was
mean,
like-
yeah.
And that first guy that I got was, yeah. Have you guys heard of NFTs? Like,
You can't get rid of those guys.
Yeah, you can't, dude. You gotta.
No, you can't get rid of those
yeah,
guys.
I can't,
it's always
man.
you.
It's always me. You got NFT, man? Nah, dude. I was like, see, all of our work's traditional. It's all on paper. Like, yo, you can make like a video. We're trying to make he was trying to make a virtual like race car, and I was like, all right, man. Well, I don't know how that relates to our comic book, but
Yeah, like don't come to our table and hype yourself up.
he's like passing out his cards and like, well, we can do business together.
I learned this all myself, and shout out to his girl for hyping him up. Like good support system.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. That's tight. But dude, like, just don't do it.
They're like Bonnie and Clyde, bro. They're scamming together.
Scamming together.
Like,
Robbing.
How much of an asshole would I look if I go up to somebody else's table to like starting off like we did before we had a book out, right? And they just went to our table. I was like, "Huh, must be nice." You know what? I have a real book right here.
real book.
I finished. Did you guys? No. What do you guys have? Piece of paper? Fucking link? Don't be that guy.
Dang.
I'm sorry. Just don't.
So good weekend.
Joey is salty. He's mad.
I'm not.
He's still mad.
He's mad because he got cheeked up. He got cheeked up at the Venom.
Venom out cheeked him, bro.
Out cheeked him, bro.
Yeah.
Them bubble butts.
Right?
Bro, did y'all see they had a real stripper out there?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh yeah, no, they had a stripper pole.
Oh, for
and
real?
she was like pole dancing.
Oh, tight.
Yeah. That was when we were getting drinks with the tweaker, and I was like trying not to pay attention to her shaking off to the side. So I like glanced, like, oh wait, is she about to climb a pole? She is, and she was like dancing. The pole was not bolted to the ceiling,
Oh, no.
so it's like swinging back and forth as she's spinning around. Like, all right, well, it's not my con. I don't have to have liability insurance for this.
Yeah.
So, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Joey had his great weekend. He got to see his Chainsaw Man.
He got to see Joey had the best weekend ever,
Bro.
His like if his like it was Dad's weekend. If his parents divorced and Dad was like, "Yeah, come on, son, we're gonna do everything you want. You get to see Chainsaw Man. You get to have pizza. You get to go roller skating. Look, Ben 10 print."
He came back to the table like, guys, look, I got a Ben 10 print. I was like, what?
Yep. Shout out.
Joey had the best weekend ever.
He did, man.
When we were leaving, when I was dropping him off with Jessica.
Yeah.
I like pulled out his bag and everything. I was like, all right, man, later, man. Joey goes, love you too. I'm like, what?
I did.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Yes.
I bet I was tired.
It's okay, mijo. I love you too. I love you too, mijo.
Fuck, bro.
We hold Mondo too.
What happened?
We hold Mondo in the panel. Because the guy the guy came up to us,
Yeah.
and we were talking. We were selling the book to him,
Yeah.
and we were explaining what we had done.
It was
what
the
we had
Biani guy, right?
The
Yeah.
Biani, and we were like, so, this is what I did. This is what Joey did, and like, well, what did Mondo do? Like, I don't know. Why don't you go ask it?
Bro, so I came up.
You went into the panel. We like, yeah, tell him he's in the panel right now. Go into that panel and go ask him, what do you do for Plus Waco?
Because we were all waiting before we were going, so we were all talking like about our books and stuff. And he's like, "Yo, Mondo," because he had reached out to me before the con on Instagram. Just like, "Oh, I can't wait to meet you guys and stuff." I was like, "Hey man, it's good to see you and stuff." He's like, "Yeah, dude, y'all so stressed." Yeah, I checked out your stuff. Looks cool, man. He's like, "Yeah, so what do you actually do?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "He's like, what do you do for Plus Waco?" And I was like, "Why is the dude asking me this?" And I was like, he's like, "I'm just joking, man. They told me to ask you that." And I was like, man, they hold me, bro. Let's finna go off on this dude.
Put him on the spot, bro.
Right. But yeah, no, man, it was good to meet up with all those other creators and stuff. It was fun, man. It was a fun trip.
Yeah.
I think we needed that creatively, mentally.
I think it energized all of us. It got us going.
man.
And Greg, I told you guys this earlier with the meeting that we had earlier, but Greg said something in his panel that because him and Marcus Williams, they kind of put out teasers for Tuskegee Heirs before they
Which
put it out
this was
Kickstarter.
back in 2016, right? Yeah, okay.
And he said whenever they put it out, they made 10,000 in 8 hours, and then by the time it was all done, they had 75,000, and they had the capital to finally say, let's just, instead of making books, let's start a company and do this, chase this, do it, And I just, after hearing him say it, man, that's all I've been thinking about is just getting these books out and pursuing this, because Greg was like, yeah, because once I get done with this, I got to get ready for the next con I'm going to and flying out. So I'm like, fuck, man, I want that life. Like, I want to be able to just like, all right, let's pack these books up, let's get ready to go, and just get.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But what we would need in order to accomplish any of that?
Yeah.
Books.
Oh, okay.
We'd need books.
Yeah, we need books. We need books. We need books.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Scripts.
Well, I mean, that's part of it, but also the books too. The art. We need everything.
That's where the books come from, scripts. But I'm, putting both of you together.
Yes.
We need
books. books.
Yeah, I know, man.
No, they did say a lot of things that every time something was said, I would look at both of you and be like,
Yeah,
like it was like the first time y'all were hearing it, and that makes a lot of sense. Really, does it make a lot of sense?
No, it verified it for Joey, but I already knew. I was like, damn, that's me, man. Like, but I think it was a good perspective to feel like we're not in our own little bubble.
Right.
Sometimes we're all hard on ourselves, which we should be to a certain extent, but also like, man, it's a hard life being and I think that's it's good for us to meet those creators too, because sometimes fans in the moment, somebody's really excited, really this, and you get energized, but also they're buying a $15 book, which you're eating the money. We're not making like bukus of profits.
Right.
We don't have, and to see those creators like, man, it's a constant thing you have to build up. It's really reassuring. Like, man, I just got to keep putting in that solid work and something will come good out of it,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was all good experience. We all had fun, I think.
Yeah, now we're back in Texas and we're ready to get rolling again.
Hey yo.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's a good episode, guys.
Yeah.
Good episode. We
Wrap
guys,
it up.
y'all want to wrap it up? Shout outs.
Shout outs, Joey.
Yeah, I got 2. 3.
There we go. God damn.
Damn, almost caught him.
Almost.
Hey, shout out to my wife. Yeah.
She painted the skate party room, right?
Yeah, she's in the middle of it. She's
Yeah,
Dude, it looks
it's looking good, man.
I saw
it's
it.
looking good. Yeah.
She was real proud of it. She showed me the sketches of it. It's her first big mural, and it's like this kind of sublime, psychedelic pop art, and the perspective is kind of played with and all
Yeah.
that. So
It looks good. I liked it. I saw it yesterday on the story, I think.
yeah.
So
she's pretty excited about it. And shout out to Greg Burnham and Greg Anderson-Eyesée. If I'm mispronouncing your last name, I'm sorry, man. But I'm going to show you guys this podcast. Hope you guys enjoy it. And hope we can have you guys on sometime in the near future, whether it be a video call or you guys come into a Texas con. I really enjoyed your stuff. It's really inspiring as a creator to get things out and get it moving. So shout out to you guys.
all right, Mondo.
Shout out to my wife, as usual, for holding it down. Shout out for everybody involved with Brooklyn Comic Con, Sexy Nerds, Beast, Nadia, David, all the guys that helped us get there and set up. Shout out to all the artists there. Shout out to all the media persons, Frankie, all those people that were involved doing the interviews, the panels. Kim, we made some pretty cool connections and networking people.
I'm moving to New York. I'm gonna get a job with Ken. Kim's
Kim,
company.
Yeah, Kim. She's
McCann.
already. Yeah. Danny's already was passing out his. He's like, you need a designer. I can ditch these guys anytime. So
Cat beans, hands, just like,
but yeah, so waiting for that cease and desist from Danny for Plus Waco stuff. I'm gonna quit making these,
taking it all with
all
me.
the properties. But yeah, no, shout out to everybody who made it a fun experience for us. Shout out to Rogue as usual. Shout out to just popped up Southern Roots down the or up the street, right? Columbus.
Yeah,
they're starting to do comics centered events. They're doing a Pop Funko meet and swap thing now, I think. So Whitney told me about it. She set up with her little art table. So yeah, I think it's the group, the Funko group here in Waco. They're just going to set up a little, but more people are starting to get hearing things comic wise and stuff. So
tight.
But yeah, so shout out to that, and that's my shout outs.
Mondo, man, I thought I had to cut Joey off. I'm gonna just start cutting Mondo off. This dude will shout out everybody. Shout out to the city of Waco.
Shout out to my cousin. Hold it down.
For real. Shout out to my wife. Brooklyn happened. She was like, "Yeah, go do that. Go have fun. Go get your book. Go get that exposure." So she held it down while I was gone. Usually it's the other way around because she's traveling for her work.
Catching flights.
Yeah, she's catching flights, bro. She like Drake. Hit the FBO with duffels in her hands. Shout out to Brooklyn Comic Con. It was an amazing experience. Yeah. We had so much fun. It was a blast. I got re-energized. I know I previewed 2 pages. I'm already at like 6 pages, bro.
God dang.
I'm already at like 6 pages. So shout out to my sister-in-law, my cuñada, Angela Martinez. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Angie.
So, she be olden. Happy birthday to her. So
cool, man.
So, and I think that's it.
One more. We forgot to shout out everybody that bought a book from us at Brooklyn Comic Con.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody out there. Everybody supported us. People that were excited. Look forward to what we have coming next. Danny's surprise fan. What was his name?
Oh, I forget.
I'm sorry.
His stalker fan.
No, man, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that came up to the table and just really supported some strangers out there. It was really tight.
And
I apologize to the children who bought our book. There is some slight nudity.
They've seen worse.
Don't show your parents.
They're in New York.
They're New York.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you later. Peace. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and tune in every other week to see what we have to say.
You can find us on social media. You can find Joey at Joey Gonzalez. You can find me at Armando Ramirez _art, and you can find Danny at Imaginary Heroics.
And you can find Plus Waco Comics on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Plus Waco Comics.
Excelsior. Sweet Christmas. Throw a couple of them in there. Curse you, Richards.